let's talk through some options on how to create a retention pond for your Keystone building site plan. We're going to first start off by taking a look at our floor plan of our Keystone building site. And you're going to see I've went ahead and placed a section view here. So I just went up and grabbed section view and drew a section view in. What I'm going to do is going ahead and going to the massing and site tab. We're going to use an in-place mass, and you'll notice it may get this little menu that'll pop up. I'm just going to say close. We're going to name this pond. And then we can choose what kind of shape we want. I'm going to choose a rectangle. You could do a circle. You could do any other kind of shape you want. And I'm going to draw this purposely so that way that the section view that I created kind of runs through it. And when I draw the rectangle, I'm going to stop drawing it. And I'm going to go ahead and choose, and if I need to, I can select the outer line of it. I need to go to create form, and I need to say void form. With that, I'm going to get a little bit of an indicator, red and green lines, and then a blue line for the Z-axis. I'm going to go ahead and go to the section view from my project browser. Here I'll see here's the top of, or the bottom of my void form. The top is picking out there. So I'm going to use the blue line and drag down how far that I want to go. I'll do about 4 feet. That's about a pretty average depth. From here, I'm going to go ahead and choose the cut option. I want to choose the topo solid. And then I want to choose the orange lines that represent the void. And when I do that, I'm going to finish the mass. And I may get a little warning that says it contains no solid geometry, which is fine. And I'm going to go ahead and go to my 3D view and see that now I've got a voided area there that I can use. So I can go ahead and go back to, and I might go to the parking lot plan, just because it's a little bit more kind of on the same level as the parking lot. I'm just going to go to massing and site. I'm going to choose topo solid. I'm going to use the pick lines tool, and I'm just going to pick the lines that I use to draw the void for our part, and I'm going to change that type over for the topo solid to water. I'm going to go ahead and hit the green check mark, go to the 3D view. You'll notice that here it's set to 36 inches. I can also change the height offset if I need to. So maybe I would want to go down from the parking lot, maybe about 2 feet. Click apply, and maybe even we'll offset it by 3, which is the thickness of the topo solid. And that will give me a little bit of an edge there just so that I can have that. And that'll generate kind of what our retention pond will look like. So again, if you're doing square, round, or rectangular or anything like that, you can use this kind of tool to do so. The other type, if you're looking to make it look just a little bit more realistic, I'm going to need to kind of take note of the elevations. So right now, the bottom of the footing for our building is at 778 feet. Our Keystone Center site plan is set at 785, which is as we go across the kind of topo solid, we're just a little bit above. And then here we've got our parking lot, which is at 782. So I'm just going to kind of keep those values noted. Parking lot's probably going to be a little bit more along the lines of the top of the ground. And I'm going to probably just kind of look at putting that retention pond maybe up here in this area. So what I can do is in the 3D view is if I select my topo solid, I'm going to go ahead and say, I want to add points. And over here, I'm going to use, here we can use along the surface and then offset from the surface, or we can use absolute coordinates. So I'm going to probably do an along the surface, and then maybe just to give me a little bit of some of those, no offset, I want to actually kind of draw a little kind of area around here. I'm just going to kind of do just kind of some random points. And then I want to go to a -4 feet for the depth of the pond. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of place them a little bit around in this area. And you're going to kind of see this kind of like basin or bowl that kind of forms as we do that. And I'm just going to kind of throw in some just random points there. All right. When I have my points, I can go ahead and select cancel. So Here's my little pond area that'll be there. Looks like I've got a little reference level that is kind of sticking out here. I'm just going to go ahead and hide in view elements for that. So here's where I'm going to put my little pond area. I'm going to go back to my site plan. I'm going to go ahead and do another topo solid. I'm just going to draw like a rectangular one that would kind of like encompass that little area there. I'm going to go ahead and make sure it's set to water. I'm going to hit the green check mark. Now I'm going to get a little warning that probably say that the highlighted topo solids overlap, and that's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run a section view through that particular area. I'm going to right click and say go to view. Some of the things I might go ahead and change this over to 1 inch equals 30 feet. And I can go ahead and change this over to shaded. So one of the things that I'll see is that I'll probably have the water topo solid, which is kind of sitting on the top here, which doesn't really look like water in my realistic view. But if I select it, I can see it's there. And I'm going to choose the move tool, and I want to choose the top of it. I just want to bring it below the surface of this kind of basin area that I have. When I do that, I'm going to see that water is going to fill, and you'll see a little bit here. So I might have to go back to that section view and maybe just bring that down a little bit more. Just so that way it's below that surface. When I go to the 3D view, I'm going to see now, and again, depending upon the surface level and everything like that, there's a little bit more of a realistic kind of, and even then, like when you're looking at some of the, if you're wanting to kind of hide some of the contour lines or anything, I can go to the visibility graphics, and I'm going to, under the topo solid, if I click the plus sign, you can see I can kind of hide the primary and secondary contours. And this will also make that look a little bit more realistic. So here you'll see you can do the square, or if you're wanting to do a little bit more of a realistic kind of pond like this, you can have some of that in your site plan as well. So, a few techniques you can use to kind of help you design and create something unique and something that will be very eye-catching for your Keystone building site design.